everyone, and welcome to scrapbook process number 53. This one was my first project with the very beautiful Bliss collection from Simple Stories, and I am scrapping this photo of my sister and I, well, one of my sisters. I have three older sisters, I have mentioned this before, and this is Rebecca. She is the second oldest, well, sort of. Basically, the oldest two are twins. Reb is younger by 13 minutes, she would probably want me to say, but yes, anyways. So yes, this picture of her and I, we were at our uncle's, about to say my uncle's, but no, our uncle's birthday party in the Isle of Wight, and just got this snap, and I just really like it, and I thought, like, it's quite a dark picture, but quite light at the same time, and I thought it would go quite well with this collection. There's sort of a purplish haze to the picture as well, and now I'm going to be singing Purple Haze all day. Darn. Anyways, yes, so anyway, I thought the picture would go well with the collection is basically what I'm trying to say there. So what I've done, I've chosen this paper, which I have not written down the name of. Sorry, I usually do that for the voiceovers, but I forgot. But you saw me there, I was just sponging on a very light layer of normal white gesso, not heavy gesso, just normal white, just in the areas where I knew I was going to do just a little bit of mixed media, not loads, but yes, just very light, so you can still sort of see that very pretty sort of blotchy pattern underneath. And then using the packaging technique, I'm going in with three different kinds of pink. I've got Heidi Swapp in blush, which is this gorgeous, very light peachy pink. One of my most used Heidi Swapp Colour Shine colours, I would say. I use it, yeah, one of the most useful. So just FYI, if you're wondering what colours to get, I find blush one of the most helpful. Then I went in with the Lindy Starburst in the colour Saltwater Taffy, and then I've gone in with the Dylusions in Rose Quartz. So I'm kind of building up pink each time, going darker and darker. And then for my stenciling, I wanted to use Distress Oxides. I'm just checking my little swatch book there. Just one of those little things. I love making swatches of things, and then I can check it and look at the colours, and it's just one of those sort of nerdy things that people who like paper enjoy. Anyways, make a swatch book, guys. It's great fun if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm just going in with Distress Oxide in the colour Shaded Lilac, just with the blending tool and going over the stencil like that. This is really helpful if you have some stencils like this one I'm using here, which are not the best quality. These ones were from the works, and I've mentioned these before, that they're not very good. They are not sturdy at all. And using things like modelling paste and sprays and stuff through them is sometimes impossible. But doing something with something like Distress Oxide through them actually works really well, because it's not too heavy on the stencil kind of thing, if that makes sense. So yes, just lots and lots of butterflies everywhere in that lovely lilac colour that kind of matches a lot of the lilac that's in the collection. So that didn't really need to dry, thankfully, because it's not exactly very wet mixed media. And I'm just cutting out a couple of these 4x6 journaling cards, or cutter parts, whatever you want to call them, to use. And then for backing my photo, I don't have a lot of papers from this collection, so I've just sort of gone into my 6x6 paper box there, you can see, and just chose a paper. Now, I've forgotten, was that Fancy Free? I don't know, I went through a couple of pink paisley paper pads to choose. You would have just seen, I think it was Fancy Free. But anyway, just chose that pink dotty one that's in that very light pink that kind of matches the blush spray that I was talking about. But I've also just backed the photo just with white cardstock as well, just to have that white border around it. I think that worked well on quite that sort of dark photo. Then the layer of the pink, and then I really wanted to use that journaling card there that's got the black floral edge, and then that sort of shaped, flourished, I can't think of the name of that shape, you know what I mean, that sort of tag shape. I really wanted to use that, and I just struggled. I played with it for ages. I've cut that out because it was just me kind of looking at it for ages going, what do I do with it? I want to use it. But I decided in the end just to fussy cut that shape out. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a fly buzzing around and it's really noisy. Go away. Oh, I hate when it gets warm and then there's flies. They're the most evil creatures in the world, apart from wasps and hornets. At least flies can't hurt you. But anyway, I get really angry about flies. They really hack me off. Anyway, where's my cat? He's good at catching them. Conan, come and kill the fly for me. Anyways, moving on. I've just talked over exactly what I was doing. Basically, that tag thing that I fussy cut out looked a bit wrong, just that plain cream colour. So I've just stamped, I've used that Kaiser Craft sort of scripty stamp, and I've just stamped that script over the top, and I think that looks a lot better and brings in some of the black as well. And yes, so then these long sticker strips are from the 12x12 sticker sheet, and I've just put them there. The reason I was sort of measuring it and stuff is because you guys know I'm a bit of a hoarder. I don't like wasting things, wasting inverted commas, and I just didn't want to, I wanted to be able to use the stuff instead of it just going under the picture and not being seen. I wanted to have it if I wanted to use it in another project, so that's why I was measuring it out like that. Didn't bother with that washi I used there, obviously, because that's washi and I have like 10 meters of the stuff of that particular roll anyway. And then I'm quite rambly in this voiceover, aren't I? I apologise. Anyways, fussy cutting some of these little butterflies from another one of the 12 by 12 papers. I did wonder about fussy cutting them because it's like the black butterfly image on that sort of watercoloury blotch. I did try and think of a way to fussy cut them like around the circle, but it just looked wrong. So what I've done is I've fussy cut them with quite a big halo around them, you know, leaving quite a they're not cut right to the very edge, so to speak. You can see a bit of the colour around the edge of the butterfly. And then I really wanted to use this card as well that says share your beauty with the world. And I've kind of played with how to use it to incorporate the butterflies at the same time, but that kind of just looked naff. So instead I've just cut it out like that, and then I have backed it on another one of those butterfly pieces just to have a little bit of colour behind it kind of thing. But it was just, I really wanted to use it because my sister, well, all of them are, but anyway, Becky in this photo, you'll hear me call her different things. We call her Rebecca, we call her Becky, we call her Reb. Anyway, she is one of the most positive people that I know. Sometimes you're just like, would you just stop being so positive, woman? But it's not a bad thing, and she is very bubbly and happy, and share your beauty with the world I just thought was a very appropriate sort of subtitle to use on this layout of this particular sister. Anyway, I'm fiddling with the ephemera pack and the sticker packs. I have 3 sticker sets from this collection, the normal 4x6 stickers, the clear ones, and I've also recently bought the sticker tablet from this collection, which is mostly for planner related things, but definitely has many pieces that you could use in scrapbooking or journaling and stuff like that. So I've brought in some of those floral things like that, the jar with the flowers in, because I wanted to incorporate some lighter colours. And then this Joy piece here is from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and I wanted to use that because Joy is my sister's middle name, so I thought that was very, very appropriate for this layout. So it's Joy, subtitle, share your beauty with the world. So yes, I didn't want to call it just Joy because I have a recent-ish scrapbook layout that's called Joy that was a Christmas layout. So, but anyway, like I say, it's her middle name, so it's super, super appropriate. And then just finding little elements to stick on, little flowers, little bits and pieces. I wanted to use that BU sticker, but it didn't look right on the main photo area down the bottom there. So I've just done a little bit in the top corner here, and also with that sort of bunting banners thing. And as I say, they're all from the various sticker things, either from the tablet, from the other stickers. I don't think I used any of the clear stickers on this layout, however. And there's me fiddling with that little butterfly sticker. I was really indecisive doing this layout. Do you ever have that sometimes? Like sometimes you do a layout and it's just like bish, bash, bosh, boom, I'm getting it done. I'm, you know, that's going there, that's going there. And then other times you're just really indecisive. Like, should that go there? Should that go there? And you're like using with the same embellishment for like 3 minutes going, oh, shall I put it there? Shall I? This was one of those layouts. I have cut out an awful lot of me being hesitant because that would be very boring to watch. But yeah, does anyone else get that? Like, I seem to have one or the other. I'm either bang on it and know exactly what I'm doing, or I'm like this and I spend forever just trying to decide things. Anyway, slight tangent there, but putting my big butterflies on just because, yes, I wanted just some more things going up around the top of the layout. I've put some various little phrases and things, just cute little sayings and whatnot up there, putting some hearts down. Put another heart there because there was kind of a heart floating on its own and it looked a little bit lonely and needed some company. I've also put floral things at the end of those strips that I've put across the middle because I didn't like the straight lines. I thought they looked nicer when there was little floral things at the edge. And I'm just going to put on some more of the Lindy's saltwater taffy. It's one of those names that I always struggle to remember. Just flicking some splatters on there, and where it landed on some of the butterflies it made the oxides react, which in some places looked really cool and in others not so much. On that butterfly just above the picture there was an oxide area that I didn't really like. It was too bold, so I ended up covering up that with a Nuvo drop. The Nuvo drops I'm using here, these ones here are the what are they called, jewel drops. those are the ones that dry clear, but they're still the same colour, but they're, as I say, clear, and they're very pretty. I can't remember the name of the one I was just using, like Periwinkle Purple, maybe? No. And then this other one is the normal crystal drops, which are opaque, and I'm using Sweet Lilac, I believe. And then just to cover up that bit on that butterfly I said I didn't like, I'm just putting a couple of hearts. One heart on its own didn't look right, so I've put just 3 little ones in a little cluster to cover up, as I said, the area I didn't like. And with that, this layout is finished. So thank you so much, as always, for watching. Links to all the things that I can find for your convenience will be in the description box. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and a comment maybe. I always love comments. And yes, subscribe maybe if you haven't already. I have done enough blabbing. It is now time for me to go. Thank you again. Bye bye.